we are talking about sacrifices using the deflection. So we have this chess position here. The king is behind his pawns here. Our king is behind his pawns here. I have doubled up the rooks and the queen. And what I'm going to do is I am going to sacrifice my rook. The king can only do something like this. And then I capture his rook, and his queen is going to fall next. Or I can just capture his queen. Or he decides to capture our queen, and then I capture his queen. Alright? Additionally, we have something like this, where black doesn't decide to move and decides to capture, and that's totally fine because we've now given up the queen. The queen no longer has any backup. So we gave away 5 points. In return, we got 9 points, and now we're up 4 points. With our queen, we've attacked that e-file, and we still have our double knights, and we can still think about how we can continue to put pressure on our opponent and finish the game. So, decoy. No, wait. Deflection. Yes, deflection. You're moving a piece to force your opponent to go in a direction or away from where they are so you can go and capture more material. You're going to give them a few points. In return, you're going to get massive returns on your points, either in a material advantage or in a winning position, like we'll talk about additionally as well. Alright, we have this position here. The king's vulnerable. That's perfect. We love when our king is vulnerable. It makes it much easier for us to attack. So we're going to sacrifice our rook here. If the king decides to move back, then we just capture the queen, and that's checkmate. So he's in a really bad spot between a rock and a hard place. He has to capture the rook, allowing us to check our opponent, win the queen, and in this case, we're in a much better position where we can use our remaining pieces to come and capture the queen. Right now, the king can no longer move past the 7th rank. If black decides to, try to put pressure on us, that's totally fine. We're just going to easily run away and be able to continue to attack our opponent. Alright, so next we have this position right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to deflect and force our opponent to come and attack our rook. So black's not paying attention. He decides, okay, yeah, I'll capture that rook. That's a free 5 points. We respond with knight to e7, check. Black is forced to run to h8 because our pawn is covering both the f7 and h7 square. And then pause the video. Where's that checkmate at? 1, 2, 3. Queen to h5, checkmate. In this position, there's nothing that black can do to block the queen from advancing on him. He can't run to h8, g8 because of the knight, and that's just game. So sacrifices aren't not only for material gain, they're also for positional gain. We just gave up our 5-point rook. We're down a bunch of points in this position. However, we're able to come back because we used our brain, we identified that strategy, and we checkmated our opponent. Congratulations if you got it. Questions, comments, leave it below if you can. If you're having trouble with this position, ask your partner to help you explain, work on your puzzles, and I'll see you on the next video. See you later.